It's always something. Well, you better stop all that goddamn senseless ass yelling. Get out here. You know he's about to let you come downstairs doing that? Get out here. Doing all that yelling for what? Get out. Come on. Why are you crying? I'm up here. before we get started around here. Oh shit, I did. But I went to work since then. Oh. Yeah. What's up, though? Nah. Hold on 1 second. Be right with y'all. All right, let's get some things underway. Let's get some things straight. Well, without further ado, you know what I'm saying? It's your man Slow D's, me. Here we can fight live. And as you can see, I'm just basically just sitting here chilling in my little space of being in my little studio where I do all my little artwork and everything, right? Whatever. And it's the end of the year. It is that time to talk about Fighter of the Year. Who was the Fighter of the Year? It was a lot of great fights this year. Man, I want to say that 2023 probably was one of the better fight years we had. Whether you agreed with the outcome of the fights that we got or not, you definitely got some of the key matchups that you was looking for out the way. Definitely. So we gotta, you know, let an ace be an ace and a spade be a spade, and call it like it is and say we definitely got a lot of those truths. Now, depending on what weight class you might fancy to be your favorite, might lean you towards a fighter, or if an analytical person that is able to look at everything empathetically from other perspectives as well, you may have another opinion. You may not necessarily choose your favorite fighter or go with any kind of bias in that form of fashion. But there are others that's gonna go with their favorite guys anyway. Now, me personally, one of my favorite fighters is Errol Spence, and he was very disappointing for me this year, um, because he don't take tune-ups, but I think tune-ups are necessary. Necessary. If you're a fighter, you got to stay active. It don't matter how much money you making or whatever you got going on. If you're a fighter, you got to stay active. But that don't mean he's not still my guy. Whenever he steps in the ring again, if he does, I'm gonna be rooting for him. I may not bet with him, but I'm definitely gonna root for him to win. I like Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder, just like Errol Spence, has been bitten by the bug of inactivity. He's been inactive. And last time he did fight, before this last fight last week with the Day of Reckoning over there with Prince Turkey or His Highness, running all that. They got big money over there running that show since he got beat up by Joseph Parker. Really beat him up. He pushed him around. He beat him up. And Deontay Wilder actually looked the most unskilled I've ever seen him. And people always said that he ain't had no skills, which, I'm not going to say that he ever did have skills, but you've seen him do better than that on several other occasions. Didn't know what he was working on, but like I say, inactivity. A a lot of pad work, mid work. What Bolo Young say to Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon? Brick don't hit back. Bricks and pads don't hit back, man. When saying motherfucking pad man ain't trying to knock your dick off in there. And when he gets hit, them legs get to flailing. Anyway, so your favorite fighters necessarily might not be the fighter of the year. Because some guys have put some work in. Now we could talk about Devin Haney for fighter of the year. Man went undisputed, dropped that shit, then went and beat up Regis, which I knew he's gonna beat Regis up. Regis is a dog, but Regis got short arms and he's very awkward fighter. I just, I knew Devin. I thought Devin was gonna keep the stick in his face a little more. And I didn't think he was gonna power punch him as much as he did, but he beat Regis up. He really did. He beat Regis up without a doubt. Devin Haney beat Regis up. And with all that being said, sorry. With all that being said, we gotta keep it in context, man. Devin Haney, whether you like him or not, I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan, but he's whooping guys' ass. He might be a little bit of a weight bully. I think Devin Haney probably can go all the way up to fucking 160 if he wants to. For sure, he's gonna see 154 before he's done, but he's making a lot of money, so he may not even get a alhamdulillah to him, man. You know, blessings from the Most High. And you can always say Javante Tank Davis, 135, doing his thing. He's had a phenomenal year. Anybody that really spoke his name and was really ready to do it, weight clause or not, you signed the contract. He went out there and put that motherfucking work in, man. So it just is what it is. And a lot of guys that I like personally that talk that shit and went out there and got smoked, like Chris Colbert. And I kind of knew that second fight against my man Rayo was gonna be woo. I kind of knew. I didn't think he was gonna sleep him though. He slept him. He went to sleep, man. So man, boxing has been phenomenal. Tyson Fury lost but won against Francis Ngannou. And I don't know if you seen that fight like I seen it, but that boy lost that fight. But nevertheless, he's gonna fight Alexander Usyk sometime soon, February. They're talking about something like that. I hope Alexander Usyk wins, but I think that Tyson Fury's gonna lean on him and beat him up. But he's a little thicker than Wilder. I think he's gonna put more punches on Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury's still an awkward guy. Big floppy guy. He's agile. He's very nimble, very flexible. I don't. But we'll see. I got Tyson Fury to win that. And I don't think we're gonna get the AJ Wilder fight. So my fighter of the year, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there that my fighter of the year is gonna have to say is Terrence Bud Crawford because the whooping that he put on Errol Spence. Let's give a moment of silence for that fight. The whooping that he put on EJ was terrible. I mean, it was enough to make me contemplate on not even watching boxing again. It was crazy. He put a whooping on that boy, man. It was devastating. And that when you know that you go in here and you against the odds, and when you can go in and put your best performance forward against one of the best fighters that you're probably ever gonna face, and you go out there and you dominantly smash somebody, your fighter of the fucking year. Coffee up to Terrence Crawford. It's too early to say liquor. But yeah, definitely coffee up to Terrence Crawford, man. If I ever see you, I owe you lunch, man. if you ain't about to fight and you can eat. If I ever meet you, T Bud, phenomenal fight, man. Yep, it was on your Bruce Lee shit, man. I'm always gonna give props where props is due. If you watch this video, you know what you got to do. Hate, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that like button first, and there we have it. Drop my coffee. There wasn't much left anyway. Hate, like, comment, subscribe, y'all. You know, and let's keep it going just like that. So, I got to go with Terrence Crawford, like I said, but it's other fighters that have phenomenal years. David Benavidez has been on a absolute tear. My man Demetrius Andrade came over to the PBC looking to get big fights right out the gate. He got an opportunity right out the gate. Talked real good right out the gate. Didn't come out for the seventh round out the gate. So we got to make sure that we notice that these top guys are up. I'm waiting to see a Caleb Plant fight. I want to see a Jaime Munguia fight. He's supposed to fight soon somewhere on top rank. I don't know when. I got to keep more in touch with their calendar. I want to see this next Ryan Garcia fight. I want to see who Pitbull Cruz is going to fight next. Who is Pitbull Cruz going to fight next? I think he needs to stay more active and use his talent. You got to Father Time is undefeated. You got to use what you got while you got it. So I want to see who Pitbull Cruz is going to fight next. I want to see who Deontay Wilder is going to fight next. I honestly think that he needs to call Coach Breland and apologize to Coach Breland, and he needs to tell Coach Breland how much he misses him and he needs his skill and tutelage because I don't think that who he's got now right now he's not bad, but he's not what he needs. Keep him as pad work, keep him as somebody that you can watch film with, maybe help you on certain stuff, but you need somebody that's gonna get your skills up, and you were better with Breland. The last few fights with my man ain't been stellar. Um, I don't know who coach of the year is, but I got to go with Bomac. They did some unbelievable shit over there. Got to go with Bomac. Normally, I would say Derek James, but I honestly think that Derek James has took on too many fighters. Sometimes you gotta keep the Kool Aid. You got to keep the Kool Aid sweet. You know what I'm saying? Once you thin it out and have to add more water to it and add more water to it, then this guy not getting as much, and this guy not getting as much, and this guy not getting as much. When you got one or two guys, you can fill 2 cups eat more evenly than you can fill 5 cups. And you see what happened with Anthony Joshua. He's going back and forth. So we got to see exactly how all of that rolls. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that Derek James is fighter of the year. Is coach of the year. This year is definitely Bomac. He did his thing, man. Derek James took on a lot of fighters within these past 24 months and a lot of different personalities. He's even got Ryan Garcia over there, and a lot of stuff was going around about because he told him that he was his last fighter. That everybody that he was only working with him and that was it. No, he was saying that he's his last fighter in this stable because he knows he's spread too thin. He has to be able to focus in on what fighters do best and what fighters don't do good so they can get it back up and trying to hit this gym. Sometime a loss can be good for you, so I hope EJ gets it together. If you came in here from YouTube, or if you came in here from Facebook, or if you came in here from Twitter, please hit a like on the video. Follow Low D's on all digital platforms if you like rap music, because I definitely get it in as well. This is just me having fun because I love boxing. I'm trying to get it up, so let's get it in so you can see Meet Low D's at one of these fights. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I do. I love making content on boxing just because I love it. It doesn't get me anything. I appreciate y'all for coming in here. And when the little reaction I do get, I appreciate y'all. I would never ask y'all for no money. I would never drop no cash app. I would never do none of that. because these are just ideas that come off the top of my head. I don't write any of this stuff down. But I tell you what, I do want to get it to where that we have a real correspondence back and forth with you and me. We can talk about this boxing shit all day. We can talk about what we're doing. We can even come out here and chop it up, but we got to build up to get there. So, with that being said, it's a few more guys that I know I want to see come back to the ring in 2024. I don't know what Danny Garcia is doing, but I saw he just had a baby. Congratulations to him and his lady. It's a baby boy. Danny got Spire. I don't know what Adrian Broner's doing, but he getting a little up there. You only got a couple more shots. AB, we love you talking shit. Maybe you should manage a fighter or something. I don't know, but the boxing game definitely needs you if you're gonna be serious. You know, um, what's my man? My man that got caught with the weed, man, the young dude that got caught with the weed and said he wasn't gonna stop smoking. He from New Jersey, man. Kill that shit, man. If this is your livelihood and this is what you do, and it don't matter if it's legal, man, in your state. Federally, it's still illegal. And yes, I'm even smoking and finishing off my motherfucking breakfast that I had right now. But guess what? It's legal in my state, but federally, it's illegal. And if you're trying to compete on an Olympic level, on a world class level, something that's against the rules, guess what you should do? You should refrain, brother, until it's time. Weed is never going nowhere. And by the time you're done with your career, it's going to be some weed so strong that you only need one motherfucking puff. So don't even worry about that, young dog. Don't leave that alone, my man. And get clean, man. Stop messing with it, man. It's after your career. Be smart, man. Be smart. And then you know, I want to, I want to see a few other guys get in the ring, but for the most part, they're giving us the fights we want to see. PBC is going to Amazon. If you got an Amazon subscription or if you went Amazon Prime, you will be able to get all PBC fights. Top Rank is doing this thing on ESPN. The Zone, they actually put on a couple good presentations lately, and they doing their thing. Eddie Hearn he locked in, man. That boy locked in. He knows some guys with some real checkbook. You know what I'm saying? Got to give Eddie Hearn his props with Matchroom. He definitely got guys getting some money, and he got some access to some cheese. If he ever gets in trouble, he can make a call where he be out that shit at ease. Like definitely, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. If you ever come in this motherfucker, make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, you leave a comment so we can have some kind of correspondence back and forth. All right, before I go, I want to talk about a video that shouts out to Manager Marty. If you is like boxing YouTube, it's all kind of great content creators out here. Like I'm just a little guy in a sea of many, 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 many fish. But it's a few guys that I do watch, and shout out to all of them. But shout out to Ego, shout out to Bluebud, Manager Marty, shout out to Fanan. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch them all the time, but I watch them enough to know that these guys are very efficient and they stay motherfucking working and they're phenomenal. So, if there's anything that you probably don't get from me, you can definitely go to Ego. You can definitely go to Blue. All of these guys are tapped in at different levels of what they do, and they're all great. They make great content. But this particular video that I'm talking about was done by Manager Marty on today, the 29th of December, and he actually had Victor Conti on one of his shows, and he gave us a little excerpt or a chop up of some of his content. We was talking to Victor Conti about what he thought happened to Errol Spence on fight night, and basically what he was saying that basically his body he fucked himself when he got there a week earlier. He went running in that high ass heat with different elevation levels that he was used to in Texas, and his body didn't bounce back right. And he was actually talking about how to catch the body between recovery and overtraining, and it is possible to overtrain. Recovery is just as important as workout. Now, I'm not saying that this guy is the most trustworthy. And he even says it like, I understand that you might want to doubt me because of my background or whatever, but this is what he does. So with that being said, I mean, I can't, it is what it is. You can take it with a grain of salt, but check out the video. It's not that long. And if you like boxing, like I like boxing, then you definitely probably want to watch it just for the insight of just to learn something from somebody that has been sticking people for a very long time and making them do better than what they did before. So follow Victor County if you want to as well, man. He's the head of the snack program. I think I'm gonna get me some snack. Be punching through walls and shit, lifting TVs and mounting them all at the same time. Um, yeah, man. That's the live for today, man. Wrapping up the new year. My fighter of the year is Terrence Crawford. Second be David Benavidez. Third, Gervonta Tank Davis. Only because, and I love Tank as far as star power over all those guys, but only because he wasn't fighting for anything. And then fourth is Devin Haney, but only because he wasn't fighting for anything. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a beast, and he's my number one favorite fighter over, like, Errol Spence for sure, but like over all those guys, star power, he's probably number one. And no Canelo's not on there. He's probably number one, but you know, he ain't fighting for nothing. He's fighting for money. He's prize fighting for sure in his highest order. He ain't fighting for no belts or none of that shit. He ain't no champion or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Tank is third. Benavidez, because he's not as big as Tank, but his fights are meaningful. He's putting on hell of a shows. Terrence Crawford, because his win against Errol Spence at the highest level was fucking devastating. It was an absolute demolition of EJ. And there we go. Coach of the year, Bo-Mac. It's been phenomenal. Thank y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all those other content creators. I always give shouts out if I watch your stuff. Whatever. That's it. But it's fighter of the year, man. Leave it in the comments. Who is your fighter of the year at any weight class or whatever. MMA, power slap, whatever it is you watch. Who is your combatant of combat sports of the year? Leave it in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Love.